SC 501 Audit Evidence Special Considerations for Selected Items. Objective of SC 501 is to obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence for existence and condition of inventory, completeness of litigation and claims, presentation and disclosure of segment information. First, existence and condition of inventory. If inventory is material, obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence for existence and condition. Step 1. Attend physical inventory counting unless impractical. Evaluate management instruction and procedure and obtain audit evidence as to reliability of counting procedures. Observe management counting procedure. Perform test counting. Inspect the inventory. Step 2. Performing audit procedures over entities' final inventory records. Whether they reflect actual inventory count results, it simply means to match records and actual inventory. Special case number 1. Counting is conducted at a date other than year end. Perform above procedure and obtain audit evidence whether changes in inventory between count date and date of financial statements are properly recorded or not need to be checked. Reconciliation of inventory between count date and balance sheet date needs to be checked. Check whether accuracy and changes are proper. We need to check the perpetual records. Regarding perpetual records, we need to check the following things: reliability of the perpetual records, reasons for significant difference between perpetual records and actuals, adjusted changes in reconciliation. Next, special case number 2, counting is impracticable. In such a case, consider another date for counting. What is the reason for impractical inventory counting? Nature of inventory, location of inventory. If there is any threat to safety, it is an acceptable reason. If there is any general inconvenience, it is not an acceptable reason. Difficulty regarding time cost involved, no alternative audit procedure available, or audit evidence will be less than persuasive, cannot avoid physical verification. Perform alternative audit procedures. Inspect prior purchase documents, inspect documents of subsequent sale, comparison with previous year, and internal auditor's report. Alternative procedure does not give sufficient and appropriate evidence. If not possible to give sufficient and appropriate evidence regarding existence and condition of inventory, modify report as per SA 705. Next, special case number 3, custody control of a third party. For material inventory, obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence by following: confirmation from third party regarding quantity and condition, apply SA 505 external confirmations, other audit procedures depending upon the circumstances regarding integrity or objectivity of the third party, by inspecting documents, requesting confirmation from other parties when pledged as collateral, that is warehouse owner, obtaining service auditor or another auditor's report on adequacy of internal control system on counting and adequate safeguards, arranging for another auditor to attend third party physical counting, attending physical verification, or perform inspection. Next, part number 2, litigation and claims. SA 501 Objective talks about completeness, and then, as per detailed procedures, it covers all assertions. Step number 1, design and perform audit procedure to identify risk of material misstatements in litigation or claims. Following are some procedures: inquiry of management, in-house legal counsel, and others within entity, reviewing minutes of those charged with governance, corresponding between entity and external legal counsel, reviewing legal expenses account. Step number 2, what if risk of material misstatements is identified? If risk of material misstatement is identified in litigation or claims, or risk that other litigation or claims exist, that is list is incomplete, auditor should seek direct communication with the entity's external legal counsel. Next, use letter of inquiry designed by the auditor, prepared by the management, and sent by the auditor. Response will be directly sent to auditor. If prohibited by law, then auditor shall perform alternative audit procedures. Meeting. In certain cases, because of complexity or significant risk, or disagreement between external legal counsel and management, then meet external legal counsel needs management permission and held in presence of management representation. Step number 3, ask for written representation. All known, actual, or possible litigations or claims relevant for financial statements should be disclosed to the auditor, should be accounted and disclosed properly in financial statements. Part number 3, segment information. Sufficient and appropriate evidence regarding presentation and disclosure as per financial reporting framework regarding segment reporting should be obtained. Understand methods used in determining segment information. Evaluate methods as per AS and Ind AS. Test application of such methods. Next, perform analytical procedures or other audit procedures.